Good morning, friends. Welcome to Punched Out Thursday to Die For. Now, I'm showing you my scraps I had in my How to Kill Kit with Style, and I pre-cut 4-inch squares plus 4-inch photos. I am using a Scrapbook Generations sketch, and it calls for 4 photos. So 2 of these photos are kind of far away, and so I'm using my punch to punch the circle out. Very pleased that I was able to find a sketch that I can use 4 photos on. So yeah, these papers are in your hip kit for the month of October. Yes, I'm still waiting on November's hip kit, but should be here today. So I am just kind of looking through my scraps to see which ones I want to punch circles out and go from there. I do pull in another paper. It has like the orangish, yellow, mustardy plaid, and that you get in your hip kit too. Alright, so I'm just going through and punching. I don't use all of these little circles, but I use just 2 of those smaller ones. Alright, so that's what I have left. So first I'm going to glue my strips down on the left-hand side. There's that paper. I flip it over and I do punch out 2 circles out of some scrap paper that I have on the side. Don't forget to go check out Krista, Ronnie, and Dorothy and see what they're doing with their punches this week or their dies. Lots of inspiration out there. Alright, so I'm trying to decide where I want my paper at and then go from there, and then I'll put my photos. Kind of like that. This was a super easy, fun sketch to use, and I was able to use up lots of scrap paper. Make sure that's straight. There we go. All right. I'm trying to decide if I want that color or, yeah, the photo gets lost on that busy flower. So I decided to go ahead and keep the pink. I'm using my T-square ruler just to line up Alright, as soon as I get that down, then I decide where I want my circles at. Now this block is a little bit off, but you can't really even tell by the time I add. It just kind of looks crooked a little bit, so I have to trim it. Just to make sure the sides are straight. I do go in, and I don't know if I did this on camera, but I take my favorite black pen, and I do some outlines around the paper. Yep, here I go. Just to add a little bit of detail to help those papers stand out. Alright, now I'm doing the blue one, and I left most of this in I usually will shut the camera off and then go and glue stuff down and then come back so you don't have to watch me glue it all down. But I left that in. Alright, so now let's layer circles. Going to start up here at the top with this big flower piece. And I tuck it down underneath the photo. And then I'm going to layer that circle over there. And this is where I decide I have using a 2-inch punch and a 3-inch punch. And I needed to get out my Creative Memories 1.5-inch punch. And I needed some yellow to go with the paper strip on the left to bring out that mustard yellow. I can use a little bit of yellow and be fine with it, but having the whole paper yellow is just not one of my favorite colors, which you all know that. Alright, so now with that yellow checkered paper, I went ahead and cut me some flags. And I just go with 3. And in the sketch, they have stitching across the banners. I pretend stitched. I took my ink pen and my ruler and made black stitch lines. Only because I would love to get my sewing machine out, but the tension is really screwed up on it, and it just don't sew that great. It's almost cheaper to buy a brand new sewing machine than to get your sewing machine fixed. Alright, so time to glue the circles down. And I added a couple of the small ones. Now I'm going to go through the sticker sheet, see if there's any fun embellishments to use. Alright. See if there's any words there. And I'm just not finding the right kind of embellishments for this. Alright, I don't think I even used those. Nope. Alright, so I went ahead and shut the camera off and came back. I am using some of these puffy, right now I am gluing on my title, and these are Vicki Boutin thickers, and I got those out of my stash. And my title is going to be Fun Times. I'll have to show Lane this layout because he loves it when I scrapbook pictures of him. He's kind of like a sentimental child. He loves to look at pictures. Alright. Get that title put on. And now it's time to glue on some of these. I wanted to tuck a little, the 1.5-inch circle there. Okay, and then I pulled some of the sticky brads that come in my kit from Hip Kit. And I'm going to glue a little circle up top and then layer some of these gold puffy hearts around. Alright, and this little word says yay fall. Could put that down here on this embellishment cluster. And some puffy hearts. Okay, I think I get out some enamel dots. And splatter them around, well, not splatter, but put a couple of these in each cluster. Alright, that looks good. Get the rest of it, and I don't know why I left all that in. I finally got smart, got out my knife so that I can pick up the enamel dots. Alrighty. A little bit more. I think I'm watching a Christmas movie on Netflix while I'm scrapping. I usually do that. I either watch YouTube, and I watch YouTube on my big screen TV, and I'll do a layout, and then I have to do the voiceover. Alright, so I'm going to cover up some of my photos this time when I get out my splatters. So I am splattering with the Sapphire glitter pen. And give that a splatter. And that is it. I hope you enjoyed, and please go check out my friends. Their links will be below. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.